My name's Scott Brown. Just tell you a little bit about myself real quick. I've got about 25 years of experience in video technologies, bringing video products to market online. Building video technology is all the way down to the chip level. Lots of patents. Check me out on LinkedIn. I'm a real boy, legitimate. I want to tell you a little bit about Verasity today, though. To just get you in the right frame of mind here. If you think about, I know you're probably familiar with a lot of the online video platforms like YouTube or Twitch. Basically, amazing, huge platforms of users and videos served every day. They do have challenges, though, and those are really around things like content creators aren't really getting as much money as they could out of the system. The system's also really challenged with things like ad fraud and bots and fake views and things like that. So it makes it really hard to truly value the content. So with Verasity, we're going to flip the whole model on its head, and we're going to change all that and basically make it so that we can value content, we can get that money out to the content providers, content owners, and see if we can't clean up a lot of that stuff. So again, thank you for your attention. Oh, do I need the clicker? Imagine that. Excellent. So Verasity is a blockchain-enhanced video sharing platform, basically. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the platform today, and also the commercial ecosystem that we are using to try to disrupt the norm. First and foremost, this platform we build on something we call VDAF. It's Veracity's decentralized app framework. Just think of that as we're taking all of our blockchain components and we're going to wrap them up into little APIs, basically easily to use APIs, so that we can build our own products on it. But we also believe that we can take this platform and move it to every online video application around the world. We've got a team of people that have been in the space for professional content for a very long time, so we have those relationships to do that, and we also have the technology experience to do it. So just think of this as, I'm going to tell you about the service that we're building, but also think of it as a platform that we can use to enable other people's video online platforms as well. I'll tell you a little bit today about proof of view. You'll be excited about that. Obviously, we're looking to make a global payment system, essentially. We need to get out to like 100,000 transactions per second to do that. You'll recognize that we need some special blockchain technology to get to those goals. And then I'll tell you something else about very exciting about what we call the Spark Marketplace. I think you guys will like that. All right, so this is a rewards-based systems economy. So first and foremost, you're a viewer on our system. If you're watching video, like just regular video that you want to watch, you're getting rewarded, basically. We've got a wallet built into our platform. It's here. And as you're watching content, Vera is dropping into your wallet, basically, as you're watching. So we're trying to build something like Delta Sky Miles, essentially. The more you watch, the more you get rewarded. So that's great. Incentivize the users to watch video. The next thing we do is proof of view. Now this is really important. We're going to basically take every view that happens, whether it's content or advertising, and we're going to put that on the blockchain. Obviously what we're looking for is an immutable public record. We need to get that to the advertisers, so the advertisers know that every single view is a real person. It's a real view. It's not fake. And if we've got that, then we can start getting more money out of the advertisers to pay the viewers. That's also really important for the content creators. We need the content creators to know that it was a real person watching. They likely paid for the content anyway. But more importantly, we need to place a value on that content. We need when you go and view a channel on our system, we need you, the viewer, to know that those, that really 500,000 views were of that video. The reason why that is important is because of this thing here called the Spark Marketplace. So, as a content owner, if I want to, I may have a channel that's got $1,000 a month in revenue on that channel, but I want to grow it to $100,000 in revenue, but I need capital to do that. So what we do here with the Spark Marketplace is we allow the content creators to come in and sell portions of the future revenue of their channel to their audience. So we do that with what's called a Veraspark. You can think of it as a smart contract. So now I can go and sell these Verasparks to participants in the ecosystem that allows them to participate in the future earnings of my channel. If I sell you a Veraspark, and I get $1 on my channel tomorrow, well, then you get a fraction of that dollar because you're an owner of that Veraspark. So again, what it is a way to get content creators and encourage them to invest in their own channels, make the content better, get higher audiences, and make more money on the system. The other thing I really love about this, and again, I come from a long history of Turner Broadcasting and Time Warner and working in the media space. You can imagine that all of these studios have pilots sitting on their cutting room floor. I mean, they're never going to use them, or all just sitting there, but there's thousands and thousands and thousands of young content creators that want ideas to go build content. So you can imagine with this Spark Marketplace that these young content creators can come in, they can go to these major studios and say, look, why don't you give me that pilot? I'll give you some shares of future revenue in my channel, so you can give me the content now. You're not going to use it anyway. And then I'm going to go raise the rest of the funds for this channel from my audience to build it because they love me and they want to see me build new content. And it's a way basically to facilitate quick and fast productions of these high-quality video assets basically on the platform. All right. Just to give you a quick sense, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because it's a little bit complicated, but I want to give you a quick sense of what this thing looks like. So the legacy media systems, basically, the viewers give their attention to advertisers. The advertisers then pay the platform, and the platform decides how much of that revenue goes out to the content publisher. And then obviously the content publisher lets the viewer watch the content. In our system, we're going to switch all that around. We're going to move the advertisers out to the left. We want the advertisers to pay the viewers directly for their attention. So now if I'm a viewer and I want to come in and I just want to watch ads all day long, I can do that, and I get paid directly from the advertiser to watch those ads. If I'm a viewer and I don't want to watch any ads, I can just come in and I can go pay the content creator directly and watch that content directly. So what we're trying to do is to put the viewer in the center of their viewing experience and give them all the power and control that they want to get the content they want to watch. The other thing that may not be incredibly obvious is when the advertisers up here are paying the platform, well, the platform is incented to surface content to you that they make money on. They aren't as incented to put content in front of you that they don't make money on. So the advertisers have a very high level of influence in the search and content surfacing to you as the viewer. We want to get rid of that bias. So by moving the advertiser out to the left and letting the advertiser pay you directly, we totally take the advertising bias out of the content search and content surfacing to the viewer. So the viewer gets to get targeted with the content that they want to watch, period, without any bias of commercial influence, essentially. So I think that's very important for the viewers. All right, highly rated, compliant project. Listen, I could throw a bunch of acronyms up here at you, and you can definitely go online and read all of these and see it. Let me tell you the important part about this. We are following regulation in over 60 countries right now, and you guys know how it does. If you look at South Korea, Japan, I mean, every day the regulation changes their mind about what this thing looks like in the future. The important thing is that you have a management team that says they're going to pay attention to it. You have a management team that knows how to pivot and change and stay on top of all this regulation. We know how to do that. We've got a lot of experience doing business around the world, and we're going to make that commitment to you. We're going to stay on top of all the regulation in every country we operate in order to make sure that we navigate these waters, basically, as all the regulatory bodies decide how this thing's going to land. Here's a picture of the team. How are we doing on time? Good. Just the team again, you can see all the companies that we've worked for, essentially. We've got deep experience in video technology, deep experience in running commercial video platforms. We also have deep experience in running social video platforms. So it really is a neat opportunity and a neat mix of talent that we've got, kind of covering all of the facets of video and technology. I think you'll be impressed with that. All right, Again, here's our roadmap. It's all online, so I'll let you guys kind of go through that. The important thing I just want you to know is this is a seasoned team of people that know how to execute on milestones and have built products for startups and for Fortune 50 companies, so we know how to get code out and get it done. The big things on the board right now is the core platform is developed. We know how to do the video players and the CMS and all that other stuff. That's easy. We're right now starting to integrate all the blockchain components. So that's what we're doing, like post-ICO. You'll see us doing all the architecture stuff for that right now. We're in pre-sale right now. Private sale starts on May 21st. And then after the ICO basically is when all the good stuff happens, essentially. Again, you can see all this stuff on our website, Verasity.io. Real quick on the token information. So we're going to launch this as an ERC20 token to get it out the door, but Ethereum isn't going to provide us the performance that we need. It's not going to get us to 100,000 transactions per second, so we're going to swap the tokens out one for one for a higher performance blockchain. And we'll do that sometime between, post-ICO when we get the architecture nailed down. Soft cap 4 million, and I think we've actually already got the commits on those, and we're going to target about a $47 million raise, basically. Any more questions about this, you guys can obviously come grab me. So great, we're in booth 412. Love to talk to you about this. I think you'll have fun talking to us. We like to talk, so we'll have some good conversations. Please do drop by. Any information that you need will be there, or you can go get it online. And I really appreciate your time today. Thanks.